My Chinese and my German student in my USC class and at Golden Gate University used to say to me, why do Americans say that? Why can't Americans walk and just shut up? And of course they didn't understand the concept of walk the walk and talk the talk, but what they heard is people walk and talk, and they said, why can't you get a feel of the room? Why can't you taste it, sense it? And I think most of us can sense when we're not wanted in a store or a restaurant, or if we're not wanted in a company or an event. But you belong there. But the best way to do that, and the best way to connect to people when you're working and networking, is to find out the things that you value and that they value and get them aligned. And so when I talk to people now, I talk to people about what a Vietnamese woman once said to me. And I'm going to probably end up closing with this. This Vietnamese woman that was in Orange County came up to see me. She drove all the way up from Orange County, and she said, Mr. Imada, you're a brilliant marketer. I want to start a restaurant. And I said, that's cool. What are you going to call the restaurant? Taste of Saigon Street. Saigon is the capital. It's now Ho Chi Minh City of Vietnam. And when I think of Saigon, I think of dirt and grime. So the first thing I said to her is, that's gross. American people will not buy into a restaurant that is the taste of a dirty street. And she goes, but Mr. Imada, if you want to understand me and who I am and what I value, the best place to do it is in the streets where I grew up. Because if you want to know me and my community, you got to taste the flavor of the street. So now I don't say, walk the walk and talk the talk. I say, taste the street. So in your careers moving forward, if you want to be successful, get out there and taste the street. And show others what you've tasted, because that's going to make a huge difference in your lives. So anyways, back to the 3 G's. Get up, and if you do fall and you fail, pick yourself up as quickly as you can. Then get engaged and involved, and that means forcing yourself, as the other panelists said earlier, to do things that you may not want to do, but force yourself to do it. And lastly is give back. And I'm going to leave you with 3 quick quotes. Booker T. Washington, somebody that I admire, a black American that set the stage many years ago, said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift someone else. So even if you're down and out, even if you're upset, even if things don't work out the way you want them to, always find room in your heart to lift someone else up. Once you do that, I guarantee you're going to lift yourself up. There was a retailer named Catherine Barchetti, one of the first women to start a retail company in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She said in retail, make a customer, not a sale. Don't always try to sell yourself. Find a way to get that person to believe that you have something of value that you can bring to them, because you all do. That way you make a customer for life, not just selling them. And another comment that I love from Phil Knight, which is Nike, which is a company that I represented for many years. He founded Nike. He said there is no finish line. So once you've reached point A to point B, challenge yourself to get to point C, and then to point D, and then to point E. Good luck, everyone. Thank you. I'll be around if you by the way, we need people to get into the advertising industry. We do not have enough women and people of color going to advertising, public relations, and marketing. There is a scholarship called the LeGrant Foundation, which is looking for students of color in particular who wish to pursue careers in marketing, advertising, and PR. It's a great place to be. We're also looking for interns, so if anybody's interested in those jobs, please let me know. And by the way, I forgot to go back. Remember that company I told you that didn't give me the opportunity, McCann Erickson? Well, I sold my company to McCann Erickson, and now I'm part of it, so it goes full circle. So even if you don't get from point A to point B the first time, eventually you can get there if you put your mind to it. So thanks so much.